Okay.
And I'll address your concerns with respect to your concerns about a conflict of interest. I'm not going to make a public statement about my legal opinion on that.
Right.
However, in executive session, as I would with any other board, I refer them to their policy, and Mr. Marston, as presiding officer, made his decision based on the policy. So that
Okay.
was my reference.
Okay,
I
that's fine.
appreciate you referring to it, and that's why we're here. We're here to follow the policy.
Okay, great.
I just need to know, is there a CAFO there? You're presenting this as if there is a problem, a health issue. Is there a pig farm there now?
There is a permit in.
How many minutes have I got?
5.
Okay, my name is Ronnie Neff, and I'm from Baltimore. I'm the...
Then you cannot speak then, you are not a
I-
resident.
You are not a taxpayer in this.
Pursuant to 903.
Is it, well, can I ask a question though? As part of an institution that could potentially do business with Peach Bottom? Was that one of the, or with a town?
I deferred the rest of my 5 minutes for the confrontation.
Okay.
Yes, they will, because he asked questions.
Order. Order. Ma'am, where are you from? You're from Baltimore.
Yes.
And you represent what institution?
Yes, I am from the Johns Hopkins School of Public Health.
Are you going to be doing business?
No, I'm not.
Are you going to be doing business with the district?
I thought it said could potentially.
A representative of a firm that is eligible to do business with the district. Other public participants, when I'm speaking, I wish people would be quiet. It's much easier. Other public participants shall be permitted upon invitation of the board. A representative of a firm that is eligible to do business with the district. Other public participants shall be permitted upon the invitation of the board. It says that twice in both sections. And it's up to the presiding officer to make the determination. Are you going to be doing business with the board?
I am not going to be doing business with the board. I've come here from Baltimore because, you know, I was invited here and I'd like to speak with you about some of the
Okay,
science.
you were not
that-
invited by the board.
Proposed site. Okay, here it is. The distance, 1,426 feet. This is the Gemmel's buses on the farm. This is where the swine farm is. There is an elevation. Okay, the gases blow out and they descend on the buses, and there are antibiotic resistant pathogens on that. Dust and particles, gases from manure, ammonia, hydrogen sulfide, methane, volatile organic compounds, 160 additional gases. Potential exposures via air, settled dust, flies, easily fly 1 to 2 miles. There are documented studies for everything, including MRSA, ST398, which is killing 1 in 5 more than the rate of AIDS transmitted by flies. Okay, health effects: asthma, bronchitis, cough, respiratory tract and mucous membrane irritation, headache, nausea, infectious disease, antibiotic resistance. MRSA, increased bacteria, antibiotic resistance found in environments surrounding animal production facilities that use antibiotics in feed. Health effect: drug-resistant infection. MRSA, the strain is ST398 for anyone who wishes to do their own research because the board won't allow us. Antibiotic resistant, RIP.
Buses, you don't have to speak for the board. The board can speak for
I'm not
ourselves.
speaking for the board.
You
Buses
are
are
speaking
parked
for the board when you make a
0.27
comment
miles
like
away. Research has shown many harmful substances, including antibiotic-resistant bacteria, surrounding environment.
Up to at least 450 feet downwind of the swine facility. The S-ARIAS isolates were not tested for resistance. Unclear whether any of the detected S-ARIAS were methicillin resistant or MRSA, which have received increased attention in the news media lately.
We can't wait to get them off, can we? I think it's crazy.
You have 1 minute.
What's the clock like all?
No kidding. Or could you give a
You
shit?
have 1 minute left.
Order. You have
My name is Mark Thomas. I live in Delton, Pennsylvania, and I have signed in. Obviously, people here who are here tonight are very passionate about this topic and are very concerned. I myself am, to the extent that I sent a letter in December of '07 and resent it in February of '08, and still haven't received a response regarding this very issue. And my point was, and I think people's point here is to educate you, to inform you, to let you know, to make you aware, so you have knowledge of if this, then that. And that's all it is. We understand there's not a facility there now. What we need to make sure that you understand and that you know now for the future, for planning, if one does go in, that the buses parked where they are is gonna be an issue. And we as parents, we as taxpayers, we as citizens insist and demand that our children are protected to the best extent possible. Yes, people get very passionate about that. They get upset when they feel that they're being shut down. You have experts who came and on their own time to make a very professional and educated presentation to you. The emails never were clarified of whether or not they were going to be presented. I myself sent an email asking, how do I get on the agenda? Nobody had the courtesy to send me a response back to give me that answer. So I have copies of my letter that I sent twice, and I would still like a response. If a facility is built where it's proposed, my 5 minutes isn't up yet. And the buses are still parked there. We're saying that it's going to be a health risk to our children, and we're letting you know that now, so if it does happen, that you can provide, or make sure somebody provides alternate means of transportation for our kids. It's as simple as that. It's an excitable issue because we care about the kids, and we would hope that you would too. I don't get that impression here tonight, and it's unfortunate because it's the first time for a lot of us being here. If you would like a copy of this letter, let me know, and I'll leave it with you. Thank you.
Mark, I need to respond to you,
Okay.
just to explain to you that if I had a farm, I wouldn't want to hold a farm next to my home either. I understand your situation and your frustration, and trust me, if there ever becomes a hog farm and it was a health hazard, we would insist that those buses be moved a mile away or whatever establishes a safe distance. But if that happens, then there's a health issue, those buses will be moved to a different location.
That's all we're hoping for.
But we can't control.
That's all we wanted to be assured.
big farm.
And I'll echo what Millard says.
Well, that's my opinion.
And I'll echo what
My
Millard says.
opinion.
We're not here tonight to make the decision to move buses or keep buses there until something is actually done. We empathize with you too, but we're not gonna run around and make changes just because something could happen.
We're not asking.
And I know that, I
for planning
understand that,
purposes.
but we are aware of the situation. We're not trying to shut anybody down, we're just trying to get through our board meeting. Again, there's not one person that I know of that's gonna sit up here and just turn a deaf ear to a problem that's out there. We will all study it, we will all look at it when the time comes, but we do appreciate you bringing it to us.
That's really all we wanted to hear.
I want to make a